Breaking news! From the front lines of battle, the Grad and Msta-S crew of the Southern Military District launched a precision strike, destroying enemy fortifications and a UAV control center. Meanwhile, in another sector, two S-19 Msta-S artillery units from the Vostok group of forces also opened fire, obliterating heavily fortified Ukrainian defensive positions in the Dnipropetrovsk region. Explosion after explosion, the battlefield roars continuously. The power of artillery works relentlessly. Grad and Msta-S crews continue to deliver powerful strikes across the front. In the Dnipropetrovsk region, a crew from the Vostok group of forces destroyed a Ukrainian stronghold along with its fortifications in a single precise salvo. Meanwhile, further toward Krasnoarmysk, artillerymen of the center group of forces disrupted an attempted enemy rotation, catching Ukrainian units in the open and breaking their formation before they could regroup. The coordinated fire left the front line smoldering, proof once more of Russia's dominance in artillery warfare. Old guns, new eyes, the Zu-23 returns to the hunt. On the front lines, Russia's fighters bring back a classic, the modernized Zu-23-2. Now armed with thermal sights and new upgrades, the twin-barrel gun turns the sky into a trap for Ukrainian drones. From the first bursts, targets vanish. Distant, fast, but never far enough. Across the vast open field, the Russian FPV camera locked onto a stranded Ukrainian tank, its tracks half buried in the mud. Moments later, a small drone darted into view, swift, precise, and silent. Guided by an operator from the Somali battalion, it homed in on the immobilized T-72ES. In an instant, a blinding flash erupted, sending the Ukrainian tank on its final journey to the hangar, somewhere between Pokrovsk and Mirnorad. In the northern sector, the Sever 5 Brigade continues its deep reconnaissance campaign, tracking targets hidden far behind Ukrainian lines. During one of these missions, scouts uncovered a heavily fortified position concealed among trenches and camouflaged shelters, housing an operational Ukrainian radar station. This system, designed to detect aircraft and coordinate enemy movements, had been providing critical data to frontline units. Once the coordinates were confirmed, the information was swiftly relayed to nearby units of the 71st Division. Moments later, drones and artillery synchronized their fire, converging on the site in a calculated strike. Explosions tore through the position, engulfing the radar complex in flames. By the time the smoke cleared, the installation was nothing but twisted metal and scorched earth. From Kharkiv, the Tornado-S rocket system launched a precision strike and destroyed Ukraine's FPV control position. A swift, accurate, and deadly attack, a direct blow to the heart of the enemy's control system. From a distance, multiple explosions ripped through the skyline, flashes of fire lighting up the quiet urban sprawl. Those weren't random blasts. They were the unmistakable arrival of Russian cast-iron bombs, striking Ukrainian deployment points in the once calm Dnipropetrovsk region and the village of Bohuslavka in Kharkiv. The silence of the city was shattered in seconds, replaced by the deep echoes of destruction rolling across the landscape. In the Krasnoarmysk direction, Russian forces struck deep behind enemy lines. Crews of the Iskander-M operational tactical missile system, together with Su-34 fighter bombers, launched coordinated strikes on a major concentration of enemy positions, weapons, and vehicles near Vodolazhskoye. The impact was devastating. Precision fire wiped out fortified positions and scattered what remained of the 67th Separate Mechanized Brigade. In the Lyman direction, Russian special forces locked onto their target, a Ukrainian Kozak armored vehicle. Within moments, precision fire tore through the silence. The Kozak erupted in flames, its frame collapsing under the strike. Another Ukrainian vehicle was wiped from the battlefield. From a distance, thick plumes of smoke curled into the sky as thunderous blasts echoed across the horizon. It was the Western group of forces in action, unleashing a series of powerful artillery strikes. Each round slammed into its target, tearing apart enemy fortifications with sheer force and precision. From the Ukrainian front lines, the troops of the Central Group continue to advance in the Dnipropetrovsk region, pressing the defenses and storming the Pokrovsk area. Day and night, enemy infantry and equipment are being relentlessly destroyed. Full support comes from strike drone operators launching high-precision attacks on strategic targets. The latest footage from October 27th shows the moments of the destruction of Ukrainian fighter jets, NATO equipment, and vital enemy communication systems. The operation continues, the battlefield is heating up, and Russian forces are pushing forward. What happens when precision meets power on the battlefield? On the Zaporizhia front, silence shattered in an instant. A Russian Lancet loitering munition locked onto a Ukrainian tank and struck with surgical precision. Guardsmen of the 42nd Division executed the hit flawlessly. The tank erupted in flames, a blazing symbol of Russia's growing dominance in drone warfare. Under the cover of strike drones, Russian infantry advanced, breaking through the village and securing a vital foothold. Every move was measured, every strike coordinated, the kind of seamless strike that defines the new era of the battlefield. Blaze of liberation. Yagarovka falls to the 64th Brigade. In the Dnipropetrovsk region, the 64th Brigade launched a powerful offensive that tore through Ukrainian defenses and secured the liberation of Yagarovka. The assault began with devastating precision. Coordinated strikes slammed into enemy artillery positions, setting off a chain of explosions that shook the outskirts of the settlement. Overhead, Ukrainian drones attempted to hold the line, but were quickly hunted down and destroyed in mid-air by Russian fire. Every explosion cleared another path. Every detonation marked another step deeper into the settlement. Ukrainian resistance, disoriented and overwhelmed, collapsed under the combined assault of artillery, drones, and advancing ground troops. Drones hovered over the battlefield, their lenses capturing a hazy scene below. Through the grainy footage, several armored vehicles and trucks could be seen moving, but the visuals remained unclear. Moments later, precision strikes tore through the frame, destroying a Motoliga fiber optic vehicle, an armored carrier, and a pickup belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces. The assault was swift, silent, and devastating. In the village of Dimitrov, drone operators from the Sparta Battalion made a crucial discovery. Hidden among the buildings were 3 Ukrainian UAV control centers. Within moments, coordinates were locked and strikes followed. One after another, the enemy positions erupted in fire. 3 control hubs reduced to ashes in a single, decisive operation. Russian forces successfully shot down a Ukrainian FPV drone that was launched from a reconnaissance UAV in the direction of Konstantinovka. The swift and precise actions of Russia's air defense thwarted the enemy's reconnaissance attempt, ensuring the skies remained secure from aerial threats. On the thunderous battlefield, the Rubikon unit launched a sharp and relentless hunt, demonstrating unmatched speed, precision, and resilience. In this coordinated strike, numerous enemy assets were successfully hit. First, the 2 S-22 Bohdanas artillery, the backbone of the enemy's long-range attacks, was obliterated under Rubikon's assault. Not far from there, D-30 guns, frequently used by the enemy to slow our forces, were also neutralized. Ground units were not spared. Humvees, logistics trucks, and even enemy tanks became precision targets, halting their mobility and combat effectiveness. The Baba Yaga drone, the airborne spy that often scouted Russian positions, was destroyed in mid-air. Enemy communication systems and command networks were disrupted, throwing their coordination into chaos. Even the Starlink defense systems and various pickups transporting troops and equipment were not spared from attack. Every strike by Rubikon was not just physical destruction, but also a psychological blow that weakened enemy morale. With precision and speed, Rubikon continued to dominate the battlefield, ensuring every enemy move remained under threat. From ground to air, from heavy weapons to light vehicles, nothing escaped the unit's lethal focus. Rubikon proved that when they move, nothing is safe. The battlefield trembles, and every fallen target stands as evidence of their superiority and operational effectiveness. That's all for today's update. Thanks for watching, and don't miss our upcoming videos.